What's up, you guys? Jeter4K here. I'm currently at work, so excuse my attire. However, one of my coworkers brought up a great point. He asked me, what happened to the Warriors? How did they go from being one of the best teams in the league with the best records to being so mid? And I had to think about it. What really happened to the Warriors? Well, I have a few reasons. One of the reasons, in my opinion, is because of Steve Kerr. I honestly feel like the Warriors should get rid of Steve Kerr, and here's why. In 2015, Steve Kerr's style of coaching was A1. He played this small ball lineup that was very effective in the league at that time. However, teams have elevated now, and it seems as though Steve Kerr is willing to live and die with the small ball versus trying to get a bigger unit to be able to grab more rebounds, defensive rebounds, more offensive rebounds to give them more possessions. You see, they don't have a cleanup man. The Warriors are small. Anytime they go up against a bigger team, they usually get out rebounded, and if you're losing on the boards, chances are you're going to lose the game. And if we seen how Steve Kerr was coaching the USA team, that should give you a prime example that small ball nowadays isn't as effective as it used to be, and that you need a traditional big to bring size, strength, and rebounding. And so he got in trouble with that and tried to apologize for the USA team. We're on to you, Steve Kerr. Second, they traded KD, and the reason why KD was pivotal for the Warriors is because it gave Steph a second option, whether Steph can turn up or take a seat back. KD leaving the Warriors hurt the Warriors franchise is because they needed KD. KD was the finals MVP 2 years in a row, and if KD did not hurt himself, they would have won 3 championships in a row with KD leading the way. For Steve Kerr to pick Draymond Green over Kevin Durant, to me, is crazy, because when you look at the productivity of what Kevin Durant brings to the table, it weighs way heavier than what Draymond Green can bring to the table. KD was averaging 26.7 rebounds and about 5-6 assists for the 3 years that he was in Golden State. Draymond Green's stats really can be made by anybody else. I mean, Draymond Green is really just an energy and effort player, and if you think about it, with Steve Kerr's small ball, they traded Kevin Durant, who is a 7-foot shooter, to keep Draymond Green to play the power forward. It makes no sense, because Draymond could never make up for KD's offensive scoring power. Trading KD, trading your height, trading your scores, this is what hurt the Warriors down the line, because you gave up an MVP type of player, a once-in-a-lifetime player, to keep a player that we can get anywhere. And I'm gonna double back on Draymond Green. I feel like he stayed in Golden State too long. Nobody wants to play with Draymond Green. Statistically, he's not a shooter. Yeah, he can pass. Yeah, he can rebound. But let's face it, he's 6'6". Steve Kerr has him starting center. You have a 6'6" person starting center. Do you think you're going to win a lot of ball games that way? I don't think so. And so now Steve Kerr just needed to make a trade. Instead of trading for a big man, he traded for Jimmy Butler. Now you got Jimmy Butler playing the power forward, who's taller than Draymond Green, and Draymond Green is playing the center. And the only reason Draymond Green is playing the center is because you can't put him anywhere else on the court. Now you're forced to put him at the center, so now he gets killed by all the big centers in the league, as he should. He's 6'6". Anytime they go against a center that's 7 feet or taller, Draymond Green is a liability on the court. Then, not only did you keep Draymond Green too long, but you traded Jordan Poole and kept Draymond Green. Had he would have stayed, every year that he was in Golden State, he got better. So by now, if he would have stayed in Golden State, he would have been a premier backup or even starter in between in certain games, along with Steph Curry, to be productive. You see, when Poole left, they had to revamp their second unit with the point guard. And so it hurt them, because before Jordan Poole left, Jordan Poole was averaging 20 points a game. So if you had a 20-point player, point guard, coming off the bench, that is pivotal, because the point guard is one of the hardest positions to play in the NBA. And so Steve Kerr allowed, once again, Draymond Green to push another player out of Golden State. Rather, you made an example out of Draymond Green. You allowed your 20-plus point bench player to lead. Who's going to make up those minutes and those points? Draymond? No.